Welcome to the Stellaris Show. It is January 11th, 2025. How's everyone doing? So, we got into a federation yesterday. Just to let you guys know, some quick announcements real quick. So, those of you that are members, God bless you all. I just want to let you know that I have a backlog again. So go ahead and check it out. If you're a member, you get to see my backlog at all times. You know, if I have one. Sometimes I don't, unfortunately. This is one of those periods where I didn't have one, but but I went through this morning and I got a wild hair at my butt, and I got the willingness, and I sat down and I chopped up about an entire month worth of shorts for you guys. And they'll be, they're scheduled throughout the rest of this month. And if you're a member, you get to see all that stuff. So just letting you know, let my members know personally that, yeah. And I want to apologize again about, you know what happened. So, but anyway, I got a backlog again. A lot of exciting shorts. I think you're going to like some of them for sure. At least some of them. Some of them might, I'm not sure how they'll go, but there's a few of them. And also, I actually made a long short, a almost 3-minute short. Now, I left the post about this, but it ended up turning into a short, unbeknownst to me, until I'd already made it public. But yeah, it's up there, and YouTube's treating it like a short now. So I guess if I make a video from now on, it's got to be longer than 3 minutes, or no point in making it a video. So, or trying to. Now, this is the weird and silly thing. It says that I can, so I spent 30 minutes. The reason I'm salty is because I spent 30 minutes making a thumbnail for this thing. This, short guide to making vassal agreements or subject agreements. And I can't even use it right now unless I somehow put it on my phone and use the mobile version. Why, YouTube? Just let me do it on my channel on my PC. Why? Why can't I do it on my PC, YouTube? What the hell? So yeah, that's why I'm salty about that, because I can't put a thumbnail on it, so it's going to look ugly, and it's going to be a short. So really, there's no point in putting a thumbnail on it, because it's going to be in the shorts feed. And so if you're looking for videos, you're not going to think that that's a video. So I don't know. Or I could be wrong about that. I have no idea. We'll just have to see how this plays out. But anyway, my first long short is out. And the reason it's so long is because basically there are, it's explaining the subjugation process, but it only takes a few minutes to really explain, like, basically, how to optimize it so that you can get the most out of your subjects. So it only took a few minutes to explain that. So, and you know me, I'm a fan of not taking 30 minutes to answer something that you could have answered in 10 seconds. Right? So, I like to not do that. So I don't care how much money it would make me. So we're playing Pacifists. I hope you guys are having a good day. I actually do want to make a couple other announcements. First, I want to give a shout out to my niece. It's her birthday today, and I just want to say happy birthday. So I just want to let you know that if you're watching, it's me wishing you happy birthday. I have thought about giving her channel a shout out, but I'm not sure if it's okay for me to do that yet. So I will need to consider that further due to some factors. And need to, and I need to go over it with her. I mean, she probably wouldn't mind, but there's other there's complicated things going on in the background of this. That's why I don't just say, yeah, if you subscribe to this person's channel, you should check them out. Not sure if I'm ready to do that with my niece yet, for obvious reasons. So, anyway, yeah, we try to be careful on YouTube, right? Try to be careful on YouTube. But I want to wish her happy birthday, whatever she's doing, if she does see this. Niece, if you're seeing this, I want you to know that I love you, and I'm thinking about you, even if you don't think I am. So, anyway, so that being said, back to Stellaris. Trying to think. I think there's something else I wanted to talk about, but I can't remember. No, basically, I think that's it. I updated my backlog, so you guys are gonna start seeing shorts again in your feed from me if you enjoyed those already. I know some of you for sure. I mean, I thought when I started making shorts, when I started chopping up my tutorial video, that you guys weren't going to like it. I really thought you weren't going to like it. I got that negativity in my head, right? Well, you guys proved me wrong. I mean, I've been doing it for going on 2 months now, and every single short is getting like a consistent amount of views. Some of them are stinkers, right? Some of them, don't get a lot of views. But a lot of them, I mean, they're getting 500, 700 views. Not bad. Not bad. I mean, way better than I thought it would be. So, cool. I'm glad you guys like my stuff. I wish I was confident as you guys are. I mean, I'm working on it, right? I got my own issues, but well, that's why I thank you guys all the time for what you've done for my they call it healthy pride, right? Healthy ego. There's something God, I think God gave me an ego for a reason, but not to abuse it, right? So, and you guys keep me on the straight and narrow. I appreciate it, especially that after that apology video. Just every time something like that happens, and then I look at my analytics and my subscriber count did not get cut in half, just reassures me that, hey man, it's gonna be okay. Yeah. By the way, I do want to thank you guys, my subs, for I mean, you those of you that were affected, I can totally understand why the apology video would scare you away, but I'm just glad that it didn't. Enough said. Anyway, yeah. So, and I'm really surprised at how I guess I shouldn't be surprised at how many views that video got. I mean, it was my first apology video, so if I was subbing to my channel, I'd be like, well, dude, what happened? Even if it didn't affect me or anything, I'd just be curious. The hell is he talking about, right? So, I mean, yeah. So I guess I shouldn't have been surprised that it got the views that it did. I mean, of course, as a normal human being, I would naturally, my human instincts would be like, I hope nobody sees it, like. But it is what it is. Anyway, I'm glad that it's worked. Things are working out. Glad things are working out, and getting through it. We got a green planet here, so yeah, we did get a migration treaty, and that did open up these planets for us to colonize. So that's going to be really good. He's making a starbase there now, so we don't need to change anything there. And so we found out that we have a fanatic purifier over here. So resident asshole of the map. That's him. But thankfully he, I've got an entire federation between him and me, so I'm not really worried about him. The only thing I'm worried about is, getting into a federation war with him. But you know what? If they attack my federation, I'm gladly going to help them put everything I have into it, unlike the last war. Because I know if they beat the federation, then he's going to beat me. So, I mean, now I'm hoping, actually, I was thinking about this. We have really good opinion with our former enemy here. And we were going to try to see... Now, we could invite him to the Federation, but I'd really like to see if I can subjugate him first. I don't think he's inferior, though. We'll have to see. How... Okay, it says technology and economy is equivalent. But fleet power is unknown? I just fought him. His fleet power is terrible. Okay. So... But our trust is abysmal right now. So I think I definitely need to improve relations with them. See if we can build... How can we build their trust? So we have a commercial pact. We have a research pact. What else can we do? We have a migration treaty. Why is our trust going up so slow? All right, well, we'll just play it out. Let's go ahead and start the clock here. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a good day.
System survey concluded.
Obviously, I'm feeling better with all the work I did. Huge weight off my shoulders because I was in anxiety over it. I really was, guys. Because I was dragging my feet. I was. Not gonna lie.
Construction completed.
I should have had this shit done on day 2. I should have had this done on the 2nd of January. But maybe I'm being too hard on myself, right? I did just go through a lot of shit, so cool. We'll do a private ship here as well. I don't know. Part of me wants to conserve my energy credits. I think we'll be okay. So we're a void dweller, so we're kind of doing the whole, you know, make a habitat, claim a system, hey, make a habitat shuffle. That has 14 minerals. We are grabbing that immediately. Same with this too. And this has a civilization. Now, I actually, since I'm pacifist, I'm thinking about messing with this civilization and doing the little pacifist things with it that I usually ignore because I'm usually the asshole that just lands on their planet and takes their shit and says, "You're mine now." I can't do that with them this time. So maybe I will do the other part of the game here. You know?
Construction completed.
So, yep. And then we'll go ahead and do that. We do need to make a habitat though. Yeah, we just got this nice planet here. So we got a couple colonists. We don't really need colonists. Let's go ahead and... Oh yeah, alloys have kind of been a problem. We did make... Okay, that's right. We need to make a forge habitat after we're done making the starbase there. Let's see. Crust cap, plus 50. Definitely, let's do that. Do want to do the capacity contribution.
System survey concluded.
So this has got a building. Oh, and they've got 3 districts available. Interesting. Okay, so we do need to, I think we do need to make a stronghold, though I was saving this for when we are trying to get mineral subsidies right now, or mineral purification. So we got 15 months on that, so we're actually just gonna wait on the buildings. We'll go ahead and fill out that other district. I guess we'll add, oh, we don't have enough minerals. Okay. So I think now we could probably restore jobs, maybe. I actually want to leave our minerals alone quick. But at some point I do want to get these researchers going.
Construction completed.
Especially after they get unemployed there. Okay. So go here. We'll go ahead and build the habitat complex. There. And take him and auto build mining stations. I think we maybe, well, we have a trade hub here, so I think we're okay now. We can build another star base, so we'll just make a starport here. That going. So who's arrival now? Just probably. Hold on. I think if I declare them our rival, then I will get more influence. So yeah, here we go. I hate you too. Me too. Let me see if we can it looks like they're at war. Oh well, that's not cool. Oh man, they're gonna eliminate these guys. Dude, I think we need to help them. Oh, sucks. Oh, this is really bad. This is really bad. Now see, this right here, this is why you should, as much of a pain in the ass as it would be sometimes, you should be able to enter a war with someone. I don't know, maybe we should declare war on them. I think I want to, like, vote to declare war. Okay, so how do we do that? Maybe I could use the okay, there we go. Let's see. Members. So this is really weird. We're all pacifists, but we declared war on the guy to the north. So I don't get why we can't declare war now, or why I can't. That seems really silly to me. Well, guess we'll just have to wait and see. But I am definitely going to want to ramp up my alloy production now. This going. This is definitely drama here. If they take this guy over, then yeah, I'll I'm going to be in hot water.
Construction completed.
wonder if I can terraform yet. No. I don't think I can. Yeah, I'm still researching. Okay.
Knowledge is the key to the universe. Construction completed.
Wow, not a lot of good choices here. I mean, I guess I could go with this. This would be temporary good, but Corvette's not my build, so we'll just go with fusion missiles. Maybe I'll get swarmer missiles early. We could replace our lasers with that. I don't know. So we'll go ahead and take a couple trade hubs and then an off-world trading company. Why
A
not?
new world of opportunities awaits.
Okay, they are colonizing. Yep, they are eating this empire. That is really fucking lame, and because I'm a pacifist, there is nothing I can do about it. Wow. That really sucks. I wanted to vassalize that guy. So I got low stability. Why? Why do I have low stability? Oh, because, like I said, don't have a holo theater, so I gotta put one up. Yeah, this guy's screwed. Yeah, he's done. So...
Research concluded.
And you know what? We're gonna make some industrial districts too.
System survey concluded.
Yeah, 11 alloy gain is not gonna cut. Shit needs to hurry up. The good news is when we do eventually go to war with him, I'll be able to take his territory if I can resist him. Seriously? Another Gestalt. I think this is why I stopped playing Megacorp, guys, honestly. I think this is why. I haven't played Megacorp in a long time. or don't really play it for very long, because just basically I get games like this where I can't do business with any of them. Oh, not to mention, yeah, I have branch offices on there. Well, those are going to be gone now. Yeah, so I am going to lose stuff from this. That sucks. So I'm hoping we can get, yeah, get that there. We can, hopefully we get another building district. Even though part of me does not want to.
Construction completed. System survey concluded. Construction completed.
Yep, I'm about to lose my branch office. I'm about to have a deficit in energy credits. Thanks, asshole. I can't do anything about it. So, Galactic Community. Let's see. Select a leader. Guess we could grab put somebody on there. See, what can we put here? A stronghold. Sure. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Definitely want to add another research district. Let's see here. Definitely want to add purification plants. We have enough. We'll make another city district here as well.
We are being hailed.
Oh, at least they're friendly. That's a lot of influence.
A new world has been colonized.
Well, I know what this is going to be. Funny, it has no features. Yeah, let's go ahead and... Oh, we got a lot of consumer goods going on. Okay, so...
We are being hailed. We are being hailed. An alien nation is hailing us.
Ooh, Federation's
Construction
End. I
completed.
need... Stop unpausing! I need to get that. They're not surveyed, though. Ah. Do we still have a branch office? Oh, we do. Interesting. Interesting. So I get to keep my branch office. Well, that's cool. All right, so I need to get a commercial for them. Let me see if I can build a branch office on there real quick. There we go. I'm gonna try to build as many branch offices on their empire as I can. Oh, you fucker.
System survey concluded.
Yeah, they were taken. Damn, dude, I'm not gonna get those habitats.
We have encountered spaceborne life forms.
More envoys.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Okay, destroyers, must have. Let's go ahead and go with that.
Construction completed.
Oh, let's live longer. Let's see. We got 12. I guess we just gotta wait for more pops. Let's look at trade routes. Make sure everything's kosher. So I'd like to get a star base there too. It looks like they're collecting that, so that's good. Okay. I think we're good. All right. We are getting refugees from that place, and yeah, they just killed them. Great. And now they're at our doorstep. Awesome. Well, let's see here. I could probably slap a fusion missile on there and see how that goes. Yeah, I'm kind of getting a lot of pops from that, from them getting eliminated. Hopefully I can raise my trade value. Hoping. Well, honestly, I probably would have quit already if I wasn't in this Federation, because I tell you, if I wasn't in this Federation, I'd be toast. This guy would probably have already declared war on me. Okay, we got a habitat. Let's go ahead and colonize it. What is going on here? What the hell? Because of all the unemployed. I think because I got all the refugees. I got all the refugees. That's all right. It'll work out. Just need to build another city district. That's all right. They're going to make alloys for me to fight them, to fight their enemies. Yeah, they basically fled here to Zith3 Prime after their entire race was almost destroyed. That is kind of some drama right there, right? That's some good drama right there.
Council agenda ready.
Well, it's habitable to them, so they're going to be drawn to it, I think. So I guess their empire lives on in mine, so to speak. We'll see how long we live. Like, this could go either way. I really don't, I don't have a lot of, I don't have a lot of, I don't think we're going to lose. I don't think we're going to lose, but we're definitely shakier, a lot shakier now than we were. That's for sure. It's definitely a lot shaky. Have him there. Counselor again. There's employment. Increased benefits. I'm working on it. I know you guys are fleeing. I'll put you to work soon, I promise. Just put your signs down and your pitchforks. We want jobs. Give us back our jobs. The South Park meme, gerb meme. Yeah, I got.
We have encountered.
They're all the refugees from this fanatic purifier that's wiping out their civilization. Yeah. Pretty interesting. Definitely, damn, I need to...
We have encountered spaceborne life forms.
Well, I'm just hoping they don't revolt by the time I get done building everything. I think I might need to resettle. I don't know. Nah, I'm gonna build this up. Oh, let me get a governor on here. Yeah, I think this guy will be really good for that. Actually, the anti-crime. It's really going to help. Yeah, see it jump down. Amenities jump down, and the stability rose. So that's good. That's good. See? So leaders do make a difference after all.
System survey concluded.
Build another industrial district. Absolutely. Trying to find you guys jobs as fast as I can.
A new world of opportunities awaits.
Okay. Now, did I get destroyers yet? No. Fucking Research is taking forever today. What the fuck? Research habitat? Are you going? No! Put it all on research. Actually, I do want alloys. Okay, so we'll keep that. And I do want the... Okay. Yeah. You know what? Probably better. Better I left it the way it was. I actually should resettle all those refugees to this this habitat.
Council agenda available.
Offer association status. Okay, yeah, sure. Mine association status. All right, what kind of... Oh, fucking lame. Let's see. Press that. Don't want that growing. I don't want that growing. And I like that too, so get that going. Now, did we get the next level yet? I don't know where we're at here. We are kind of close. So later on, we're going to get another envoy. During crisis, we get 10% research speed. And I guess another 5% speed. I don't know. And... Okay. Now this ain't good. This one planet challenge country or empire. I think at the very least I need to make some I don't know. I gotta make some ships. It's just I want to wait till destroyers come out. I hate to build all those corvettes just to...
We are being hailed.
Oh, yes, please. Oh, 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 oh. Oh. Branch offices. Lacking 3,000. I want to sell stuff just to get that. Let me see. So it's weird that I still have that branch office, even though that empire is eliminated. It's really weird. So what? Okay, so Tendrakaya, okay, Tendrakaya. So where planet is that? It's probably this here. Yeah. So we need
We have
500
spaceborne life forms.
more. I want to sell my consumer goods. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. And we'll buy this branch office because it's going to net us a lot of cheese. Here we go. Like 50 energy credits. Definitely want... Yeah, commercial forum. You know, fast food chain restaurant will be good, I think. We should probably do that too. Though, no, we're pretty good on minerals. Actually, you know what? We need a mercenary liaison office also. So actually, I think we'll just get that first. As much as I want the trade value, I think I do get some... Do I get some trade value? No, that's experience. But I'm going to go for it. Because we're going to start pumping out ships real soon. Yeah, look at that nice jump there. So, now there's another one. That's probably this one here. Maybe. No, that's terrible. Let's see. Oh, probably this one. How about this one? Oh, it's not even colonized. What's the other one that's really good? Oh, Shai Patar, okay. So this is Shai Patar. Yeah, hopefully we'll build that, we'll build the, mercenary liaison office and get us some naval capacity. See what else I can do here. I have to wait for them to fill.
A new world has been colonized.
Okay. Fine. New planet. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is the forge for sure. So we'll just pick some of the plant and we'll do a just do that. There we go. Hey Fenneru, how's it going, man? How's my Indonesian friend doing? Like a good neighbor. Hey Vincent, how's it going, man? Don't know if I've seen you before, but if I haven't, welcome to the channel.
System survey concluded.
You know, if I didn't know better, I thought you guys got on at about 10 o'clock my time in the morning. Nice. What you eating?
Situation log has been updated.
Player rivalry. Can't. Birth of the Galactic Market. Very tempting. Oh, really? Man. I want to say something self-deprecating here, but I can't think of anything clever to say right now. Other than thank you. Appreciate you being with me all this time. Sorry you had to go through that. There we go. Well, no, seriously though, thanks, man. I appreciate you being around. So you kind of been lurking, huh? Nothing wrong with that. I love my lurkers. I do my best not to call them out either. Let's see. Okay, so psychic market, 150 influence. Screw it. Let's go for it. So probably, yeah, I'll just go for this. Oh, you know what? I need to distribute luxury goods on this planet of mine. That's kind of mad because they're poor and unfortunate and in a bad situation. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying to make you homes. So these poor creatures, they got eliminated by this guy, so they all immigrated to my planet here. So let's see. Up next, cooperative research channels. Okay, Starbase upkeep minus 5%. Research station output is okay, I guess. Let's see. Economy. Manager upkeep. I don't like that. But trade value is good. So. Don't want more empire size. Fuck off. They'll probably vote it in anyway. So I have a lot of alloys and I have a lot of influence. Let's see. 56 months. Man, lack of research is killing me. It's just killing me. Eating me alive. Makes me want to play Path to Exile. I was playing that this morning. It's a good game. So it's just over here. I probably should start grabbing land. I mean, at the very least, I could do that. I do need to get this also. I will just go ahead and settle for that.
We have encountered space.
Increase my starbase count too. Oh, man. They got big, nasty fleets. I think we need to invite this dude to the Federation. I don't want him to kill him, too. So... Let's see. Why don't you want to? You should join, bro. Oh, the militarists. That's going to be hard. I think it's because they're militarists. Yeah, they're xenophile. We like that, but yeah, that's going to be... I can see why they have why they don't want to. War philosophies forbid aggression. Yeah, that's a... Oh, man. And two of my guys vote no.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
So, I'm already seeing this right now, dude. I can already tell you what's probably going to happen. And I'm thinking about ending the run over this. I mean, we've got this magnetic purifier over here. If I was him, honestly, if I was him, and I don't see why the computer wouldn't do this, I would just ignore us, and I would control this guy next. I'd eat this guy next, and then I just go around, and then I'd come around to us. That's what I would do. Honestly, that's probably what he's gonna do. I mean, he has nowhere else to go. I don't know what's down here. There might be somebody else down here that he'll mess with, but he's just gonna grow bigger and bigger if we don't stop him. You know what I mean? Now, we could, like, declare him the crisis, right? Maybe we could do that. Boy, how ironic that would be, right? After my famous Imperial, or, you know, Imperium of Man run, Space Marine 2 run. That would be ironic. But, like, I think really that's what we would have to do at this point. Really would. I mean, intergalactic directives. What's this? Yeah, I don't understand any of this shit at all. I really don't. Like, I've never been able to understand it. Like, okay, how are they able to do all the things that it's not even on here? All those options. Yeah, I mean, I guess. So I guess we have to, like, form the council. So there's that one. That has to be greater than or equal to 20. I don't think we'll be alive in 20 years, honestly. But yeah, dude. So guys, I am thinking about restarting the run. I mean, we're already running into a lot of problems with, you know. I think I'll let it play out. But if this guy absorbs this dude right here, which I'm afraid of, yeah, like I'm gonna be done. Because he's just going to be too large for us to deal with. I mean... So... Yeah, I mean, these guys are overwhelming. I mean, I took a glimpse at some of their fleets. They had, like, almost 10k fleets already. Yeah, it's not looking good. No, I don't. I'm not. You know, fighting them by myself. I mean, we're in a federation. I think that's the only reason he hasn't declared war on us. But yeah, I really think. I think this Fnatic Purifier is going to win. I don't think. I don't think we can do it. I mean, we might if we can get more people in our federation, maybe. But like his ethics make that impossible. That as I say, like the whole ethics thing really bothers me. Like, okay, if you're gonna force federations down people's throat like that, then you need to make it easier to join and easier to manage. You know. And the only reason I was able to join this so easily is because I was a pacifist. I mean, I don't know. But yeah, I'm not having a good feeling about this game now, guys. I'm not. This run looks like it might be a bust. Well, I mean, I can keep going just for the lulz, but like, I don't know. I mean, I still got this territory to claim here, but this guy's scooping everything up, or he was. And I've got, well, I only have one science ship. That's part of the reason why. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really playing my best this game because I'm not really used to this empire. It's brand new to me. Let's see. So they want association status. Sure, we need all the stats we can get, but they need to join our federation. Let's see. So, all right. Still hasn't declared war on them. Can we get into a defensive pact? I don't think we can because I'm in a federation. Man. You think they have the... Dude, federations need the option to, like, protect people outside of the federation. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm always working on my diplomacy. Like, I've got 40 trust with them now. I wonder if... Now, I don't really think I'm going to be able to make him my vassal. I don't know if I can scoop him up or not. I mean, I guess really, but on the diplomacy front, there's not really a lot to do. I guess, well, I could make another branch office. That's not really diplomacy. That's trade. So, I mean, these guys are slavers. Yeah, and they're fanatic militarists. They're not going to join our federation. I don't really see what I can work with here. I mean, I gotta... Oh, what? I don't have a leader on this? What the fuck? Oh, I must have screwed up somewhere. Okay, well, we'll slap somebody on there. I don't think so, man. That's what I'm telling you. There was a guy that was, but he just got eaten by this Fnatic Purifier. The Fnatic Purifier ate him. I was gonna vassalize him too. I was gonna try, and he ate him. So yeah, that's one more off the board that could help us stop him. I mean, if we made friends with this Gestalt, but the thing of it is, this Gestalt doesn't like us either. So yeah, I think really this is just a case of bad Empire combinations here. I can't even play half the game, half the build because, well, I mean, I guess I have branch offices with him, so I guess that'll do. But like before that, I was really hurting on the branch office department, and the map as a whole. There's way too many megacorps. There's way too many Gestalts or hostiles. There's not enough like normal empires to trade with, so. See here, but I'm looking. I'm looking here to see what I can do. I don't. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not playing my best game this game, really. Yeah, it's just not working out. I don't, it's not the worst game. It's not the worst run I've had, but like, it's just, now, this is interesting. I got the highest economy score. That is very interesting. So, and the galactic community, I'll be honest, guys, I have no fucking clue what to do with any of this. And we have to wait till 20 years before we can even make a council anyway. And looking at my votes here, I don't really think there's much I can do here. Like, it'd be one thing if I was like this guy, but yeah, I mean, yeah, being pacifist is not my strong suit. Also, this will be yet again another attempt where I tried to make Void Dwellers work recently and it hasn't worked. Even though I was playing standard. Now I could edit this build and make it a little different. I mean, I could drop the Megacorp, maybe turn it into something else. Not a Gestalt, but like, you know, because I need pacifist. Like maybe think of like what's good. I don't know. But I do get the feeling at the same time, though, that maybe I should stick this out. I don't know. Part of me wants to stick it out. Just to see, you know? Just like I said, economies, I'm in a kind of a tough spot. Well, I'm getting really screwed on technology, and I don't know how to break out of it. I mean, we got terraforming in a few months, but yeah, our technology is terrible. And I tried making a technology world, but it just kept being a jerk to me. This is, I don't know, guys. Is it just me, or is, like, Void Dwellers just not good anymore? I'm starting to get the feeling that Void Dwellers just isn't good anymore. It used to be so good. But, like, now, it's just... Man. Even when I play it as machine, it's just... It just doesn't cut it. Like, it sounds really good on paper, and it seems good at first, and then you get to where I'm at, and you're just like, damn, dude. I don't know. See, that's what I can't figure out. That's what I'm scratching my head over. Well, there are a couple things, but I know they're not the only things. There's got to be something more to it than that. Well, so... The first problem that happened to me trying to play Void Dwellers again, after Machine Age dropped, is that basically, if you get, but see, we can't even get arc furnaces because of the bad technology. But like, basically, so arc furnaces, Void Dwellers locks out. I mean, you can, like, if you reserve some systems just for the arc furnace, that'll work. But that's a system that you can't put a habitat on. So you're basically kind of, you know, choosing one resource or source or another, right? And then, because if you can't build, the reason you can't build a habitat and an arc furnace and the same system and have it work is because the more orbitals you build, the more useless that arc furnace is going to be. Because it's just going to take all its deposits away from you. And you don't want that. So, you know, that's not optimal. So, you have to choose between the orbital, the habitat, and the arc furnace. Same. Now, I don't... And I believe it's the same way with the Dyson Swarm. Because maybe not. I have to... For some reason, I thought... Well... I think you have to put it on the home star. I think you have to put the habitat on the home star, but if you're putting the swarm on there, then you can't do that. So it might be that, but you might be able to put a swarm in the same system with a habitat and make that work. But there's another, there were other issues too that ruined my playthroughs. The other one was the nanite run I did. I chose nanites with synthetic ascension, and I wanted to try it, but yeah, good luck doing that with orbitals everywhere. You know, I understand why they may have done it that way, but it was really kind of a... Yeah, Machine Age kind of nerfed Void Dwellers a little bit, I think. Not as bad as I originally thought. I mean, I could work around it, but it's other stuff too. Like, so when I was a hive mind, I ran into problems with hive Void Dwellers as well. Like if I was oh no, so Rogue Servitor, there are builds that get messed up with it. So I was trying to be Rogue Servitor and Void Dwellers, and I couldn't do it because for whatever reason, sanctuaries wouldn't grow on habitats, and I don't know why, unless they were a specific designation that was useless. Basically, it was either put sanctuaries on there and not make resources, or make resources and have no biotrophies. So it was really silly. Just I gave up. I was like, nope, not playing that. So yeah, it causes a lot of problems for a lot of builds. There's a lot of builds that's not compatible with. There's a lot of Ascensions that's not compatible with now, or at least one. And also the problem I'm running into right now, see, the biggest issue with the whole habitat thing is that habitats take a long time to get going. They really do. And if nothing else, there is the added weakness, which is a huge weakness, of like beginning game is just at where I'm in right now is absolutely terrible for Void Dwellers, especially ones that aren't machine. Now I'm doing okay, I guess. Like I said, I probably could continue. It's just, do I want to? That's the question. I just think I could get a better map. I think I could get in a better situation. Maybe drop the Void Dwellers. The thing I like about Void Dwellers, though, is that I have much more control over my destiny as far as, you know, how many colonizable planets I have. Obviously, that's a huge advantage. Just being able to create my own planets. Yeah, like, it's kind of like, if you can get past the early game with the Void Dweller without getting conquered or boxed in like I'm getting boxed in right now, you're actually in really good shape, and you're really set up to just dominate an endgame. Well, me joining that Federation was pretty much the shining light in the darkness here. If it weren't, honestly, if I hadn't joined that Federation, I'd already quit. I'd be like, this is bullshit. Everybody's a Megacorp, everybody's a Hive, and I got Fanatic Purifier right next to me. You know, screw this, dude. Like, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, Void Dweller without Megacorp. Yeah, I'm thinking about that too. Like, well, the thing of it is too. Hey, no problem, dude. The thing of it is too with Void Dweller. The other question to this here also is, Why play it on standard when you can play it on Hive or machine, which is way better. That's a way better experience in my opinion, or no, based on my experience. But I'm not machine or Hive, so I think if I'm in the future, really, if I'm gonna do well, there was something else stupid that was going on with Hive too that I couldn't figure out. I can't remember what it was. I think it had something to do with Unity, and I don't remember what it was, unless I'm getting that confused with Rogue Servitor, because I know it messed up the Rogue Servitor. It you know, habitats do not like Rogue Servitor, and then, but I remember for whatever reason habitats don't like hives now either. I forgot why. Yeah, so you know what? Yeah, I think this is kind of a case. So it is somewhat the map, okay? But mainly my problems here, I think, is a case of the wrong build. I am just using the wrong build, guys. Hey, you know, I'm experimenting all the time. I think I'm not. Yeah, I got to be honest. I think that's it. I'm not liking the build. You're really rolling the dice when you do Megacorp. It's a lot of fun when it works. It's just there's a lot of times where you get into that situation where you don't really get your first branch office until almost mid game, and you don't get many. So I think Megacorp, honestly, obviously does best. It is actually one of the few DLC where it actually does even better on its own. Like if you just get Megacorp and nothing else, like no Utopia, no Synthetic Dawn, none of the staples that, you know, the staple classics that everybody gets that are really popular, that for good reason, they're really good. Or Machine Age. Like if you just get it by itself, I think Megacorp's actually I actually like to try one of these days just doing Megacorp and nothing else, where basically they're either Megacorp or they're normal and you can trade with them, you know what I mean? Way better games overall, I would think. Now obviously you could still get screwed and be placed next to 3 or 4 different Megacorps or an entire federation of one, but that probably will not happen nearly as much as it happens. But when you can have a Megacorp, when you can have so many more different builds spawn in your game that are incompatible with Megacorp, that's where it's kind of tough, you know? Okay, so we're gonna go with new game. Let's see, so the Borg was really good. That was a lot of fun. So let's look at the Peacekeeper Coalition. First thing we need to, we're gonna edit. We're gonna mess with this, and then we're not gonna start a new game. We'll just end the stream once we finish editing this. I think I'm either gonna work out. I need to do something. I think I'm gonna hit the gym. So I think I'm go do some muscle failure. And let's see. So let's just look at government ethics. Let's just switch things around here. So I've got, honestly, you know what I almost did before I picked Void Dweller? I almost picked Synthetic Fertility again, and I think maybe, honestly, I think Synthetic Fertility might actually be the way to go for Pacifist. I'm really seeing it. I'm really seeing how that would really I either want to do Synthetic Fertility or Cybernetic Creed. Those are both good options, I think. So, yeah, we could be We could be pacifist and spiritualist. That is true. I think I could make it work. Let's play around here. Let's go to origins. Let's see. Synthetic fertility is really good, dude. If you haven't played it, you owe it to yourself to try it. It's really good. I really enjoyed it, honestly. Out of all the, I've covered most of the origins that I think matter. I've covered a lot of origins on my channel. I'm telling you, this is one of my tops. Got to be honest. This is one of my top best experiences. With origins. I really think, as far as like power too. Yeah, and as far as power is concerned, dude, the only other origin I think that's more powerful than synthetic fertility, potentially, is arc welders. But honestly, potentially, especially in certain builds and certain situations, I see synthetic fertility surpassing arc furnace in a lot of ways. Well, okay, synthetic fertility is very unique, okay? You take a normal empire, and you turn it into a machine. It's really the only origin, the only build that does that. It's really the only kind of empire that you can do that, as far as I know. There's no other ways to do it than with its origin, to basically switch from a biological empire to a machine empire. That's basically what you do. You start out as a biological empire, and then you turn into a machine empire shortly after beginning of the game. In mid game, you're pretty much full machine. So there is that, and then with Cybernetic Creed, you can make your empire the machine species, but still play pacifist or whatever. So, but yeah, really, I think the only other origins that really come close. You know what? I need to do a tier list, don't I, guys? I made all kinds of guides about it. I mean, I think I'm due for the obligatory tier list, aren't I? It's just I haven't played all of them. That's the problem. I haven't really. I'll come clean. I haven't played all the origins that are available in Stellaris. So, if I did a tier list, it'd be kind of awkward, I think. I think that's why I haven't made one yet. Or at least my top picks, honestly. Necrophage is like the origin that I want to work so bad, and I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna keep trying to make it work. But I keep failing. I keep failing at this origin, and I want to succeed at it. I'm gonna figure this out, guys. That's my attitude towards Necrophage. I will make you work, damn it, because I see the potential. I see it has a lot of potential. It's just I can't seem to get it right. It takes a lot of management, a lot of special management. That's really. It is definitely for more experienced players, for sure. You have to know what you're doing in Stellaris. You have to know how to manage your happiness pops and things like that. You have to know the mechanics. So, but really, it really was the most. I gotta say, I can't really think of an origin right now off the top of my head that was more rewarding than synthetic fertility. Yeah, I mean, you have. It's very tricky. It's tricks required. Very. Now, unfortunately, we can't. If we want to be pacifist, we cannot play. Well, we'd have to drop the Xenophile to be Necrophage. And we can't be egalitarian, which I guess would work. If we could be pacifist and, wow, high praise. Yeah, I'm telling you, there's a reason why whenever whenever any of the YouTubers mention synthetic fertility, they only have good things to say about it. It's really good. Well, okay. If you like playing tall, if you like high tech and abusing tech, dude, that is automatically your favorite origin. It is bar none. Like, especially, I believe you can take that and do virtual ascension very quickly. Like, you can do that and do virtual ascension very quickly, which are, you know, a lot of YouTubers right now are saying our virtual ascension is like, you know, the meta. All right, so I'll show you guys. Well, I mean, we could just look at what I don't have DLCs for. I mean, to start with, I mean, I don't have, I'll come clean here. I don't have Cosmic Storms. I don't have Grand Archive. People have been pressuring me to try that. I actually don't think I'm going to budge on that. I think I'm going to be stubborn with Grand Archive. Sorry, guys. I don't have to play them all, man. You know what? I'm not trying to be the next Montu plays, dude. I'm not. Let's see. Astral Planes. Yeah, no Astral Planes. No Plantoids. Now here's something that's going to surprise you. I don't have First Contact. I decided to skip that as well. So I don't have any of those. Now, Knights of the Toxic God is, I nearly picked that up. I'm telling you guys right now, I almost did Knights of the Toxic God. I heard good things about it, but I looked into it more and read what I was actually getting, and I'm kind of like, I don't know. And I had second thoughts, so I didn't get it. But I might still do it sometime. But I have heard good things about this from people that I trust. So, I mean, so Toxoids, yeah, Toxoids, I don't have the, and it's a species pack, so yeah, that's aquatics. I don't have aquatics. I don't have really any of the species packs, guys. I don't have any of the story packs. Another sore spot for some of you. You all know about my attitude towards RP, man. Now, I have thought about possibly giving the story packs a try, just to see what it's like, and then immediately turning them off if they piss me off. But they might not. I'm starting to have reason to believe that they might not. That they might actually convert me. I don't know. Because, I mean, there's a reason why people rant and rave about it, right? Now, it's no secret that most of the Stellaris YouTubers, they are big RP nerds. I am not. I am not an RP nerd. I never have been. Now, I own Baldur's Gate. I played me some Baldur's Gate. You guys have even seen there's a couple videos of it on my channel. But the thing of it is with that, it's all voiced. It's all voiced and you know, as close to live action as you can get a game. It's not really that tabletop or you know, I don't have to completely rely on my imagination to keep it going, you know. So yeah, like now that I said that, disclaimer, before you guys unsub, get mad, whatever, I am not saying that RP's bad. I have a lot of friends. They like RP. I respect it. I do. I would do it. I just don't. It's just not me. I'm a visual guy. I'm an auditory guy. I like to hear them talking. You know, now back in the day when we didn't have the technology, you know, all we had was text and reading. I was cool. Like back when I played Final Fantasy 3, right? Or Final Fantasy 6, as it's known in America. But in Japan, it was Final Fantasy 3, and on the Super Nintendo, it was Final Fantasy 3. I played that. I loved it. And it was all text. You know, they weren't talking or anything. But when I tell you, the day that I played Morrowind, all that went out the window. My RP date, you know, my reading text and shit, out the window. Like, I didn't know it at the time, but I was never the same again after that. After I played Morrowind, nope, I could not go back. You know what I mean? I couldn't. I'm sure a lot of you feel like I do. Like, once you played that, any of you that play the game know what I'm talking about. It was one of the first games that ever came out, really, where they had dialogue. They had voice dialogue, you know? Now, I don't think it was until Oblivion where there was a really heavy emphasis on voice, like there was like intense voice acting. You know, Patrick Stewart and he did such a good job as the king. That was great. Honestly, that sold me from the game. I was like, holy crap, Captain Picard, hell yeah. You know, like I remember when Oblivion was in advertisements and stuff, you know, back in the day. I'm old, guys. I'm old. Yeah. You know you're old when you were watching advertisements for Oblivion on TV for, you know, the original Xbox. Right? You know? Or the consoles and the PC version. Yeah. When Oblivion was brand new, right? Yeah, I was there. In fact, I would think I was a teenager. Yeah, I was a teenager when it got released. But yeah, I remember that. That definitely was a nail in the coffin for sure. Because almost every interaction was voiced. Every single one. I didn't really have to read that much. You know, so what else haven't I played? Slingshot to the Stars, just because that's so bad. I mean, this is like one of those obviously bad things. And they say, oh, you can do all these gimmicks and exploits and stuff. You know me, I'm not a fan of that. I don't care about gimmicks and exploits. I have an ego, guys. I do. When it comes to gaming, I have an ego. You know, if I didn't beat it fair and square, it's not good enough for me. I don't get that hit, right? I don't get that dopamine rush if it's not like, you know, fair and square, I guess. That's kind of why I haven't really I mean, yeah, I'm just not interested in that stuff, you know? And look, that's just me. Look, again, if there are some entertaining channels out there, like the Spiffing Brit, for example. Now, he's done a couple things I don't agree with, but I'm not going to get into that. Obviously, this channel's not about that. But there is some recent controversy around him, but love him or hate him, you know, he's made some pretty entertaining content around exploits and, you know, and just, you know, roasting games. It was fun when back in the day, you know, before the controversy. He had some pretty. I did enjoy his content at one time, but that's an example of what I'm talking about. Like I'm not like that guy where I just. And then there's another one called Ambiguous Amphibian. I love that guy. Oh man, he is so funny. Oh my god, if I could just be half as funny as him, dude, I'd probably have like 1 million subscribers by now. Really, man. Like, oh, he does it so well. But he does a lot of exploit videos too. Somewhat. That's not his whole focus, but like he does have videos where, you know, he just fucks with the game to see what he can do, right? I mean, but so now I did Creatures of the Shroud a little bit ago with the Protoss Daylum, and that was actually pretty enjoyable, actually. I got to be a follower of Khorne. It was very nice. Blood for the Blood God. Hey, nothing wrong with that. I remember, you guys may not know this, but obviously, you know what got me into Warhammer 40k? Dawn of War, dude. I took one look at that, coming off of Warcraft 3, coming off of Tides of Darkness, you know, the Warcraft series. And I saw that, and I was in love the second I saw the trailer and the advertisements for that game. I saw those units killing each other, choreographed and everything, stabbing each other. I'm like, you know, the killer can grabbing the fucking guy and just sawing him up and throwing him on the ground. I'm like, I have got to play this game. Sorry, I'm going crazy, guys. Oh, I get tingles in my spine just thinking about how I felt then, you know? When I was a kid, dude, it was just like, because you guys know I'm really aggressive, right? At heart. I try to be a good guy, but I have a lot of aggression. And man, I mean, I've been to war, for crying out loud. But what does that tell you? But yeah, I mean, I saw that and it was like, oh man, it's dude, and that to this day. You know what, guys? I thought about making a video kind of a tribute, kind of just a homage to like all the games that have influenced me in my 30, close to 40 years of gaming. Guys, I've been playing digital shit since I was a 4-year-old. I was one of those kids that played Atari. The first Atari that came out, like a couple years before the NES did. I mean, I remember that. I grew up on the NES and the Super Nintendo. Like, I was there almost from the beginning. Like, yeah, I did miss Pong and a couple other entertainment systems, rudimentary ones that were barely playable. But like from the Atari onward, and I gotta tell you, there are so many games out there, and I wanted to like cover them and make a list of them of the games that have influenced me over the years, that just expanded my consciousness and just broke ground, or were just so, I felt were just very critical turning points in gaming history. Like games like, for example, Half-Life. Anybody who remembers Half-Life knows how important that game was. Just not just to me personally, but just to the gaming in general, to technology. Just the technology in Half-Life just did not exist before that. The concepts, the style, when I first played Half-Life, it's funny, the title is called Half-Life, but you feel more alive in that game than you ever did in any of the other FPSs that you played before. Doom, Quake 2, all of those others did not have the immersion that Half-Life did. It was nuts. Off the hook. Never just that. The immersion, the story. Most FPSs had a shitty story. They didn't really have one. Not much of one. Other than what was told to you in like text and maybe a couple cutscenes. But Half-Life was unique. Like it had a real story. Yeah, it was a first-person story, but still, like, and it was, a lot of it was up to interpretation, but like there really was a story playing out all around you. It was crazy. Just what a beautiful game. Games like that. I want to make just a list and just make an homage to like all the best games. And I kind of forgot where I originally was with this. I mean, where I was going with this. Sorry, guys. I kind of lost the plot there, but yeah, I always wanted to make a something like that. And well, I tell you, definitely Morrowind and Oblivion, or just the Elder Scrolls series in general, would just be on that list for sure. I mean, as far as like, at the very least, groundbreaking games, nobody can argue with the impacts that Skyrim made on the community, on the gaming community, and just the Elder Scrolls series in general. The first three games. Morrowind wasn't as popular as the other two, but Oblivion is where Oblivion catapulted Bethesda into the mainstream, and then Skyrim just solidified it. Like, it was already, that the Elder Scrolls was already getting wildly popular, but when they came out with Skyrim, it was like putting gasoline on fire. I mean, I actually do think, though, that in some ways Oblivion actually was in some ways better than Skyrim. People are going to be like blasphemy. People are going to cry out about that. But if you think about it, I actually felt like Skyrim was a little shorter to complete. Now, this is without mods. And you're going to butcher me when I say this, but I don't play Skyrim mods. I have no desire for that either. Really, it's got to be the right game for me to get mods, to play mods for it. But anyway, yeah, I kind of lost where I was going with that. I really did. Fuck, I wish... There's my ADD again. But yeah, I mean... So I didn't do Slingshot Stars. I never did Subterranean. That didn't interest me either. Imperial Fiefdom, didn't like that. I don't like advanced AI empires. I want the playing field to be level. Wild Swarms. What's that? So Progenitor Hive, I played that. Clone Army, I played. Now, Clone Army is something that I would like to get better at sometime. Not now, but at some point, I do want to sit down and be like, okay, I'm going to master Clone Army. I see the potential here. I want to get really good at it. That's kind of one of those things. Lost Colony wasn't really, yeah, same thing. Wasn't really. Now, I had never done Doomsday. Obviously, for obvious reasons, I just didn't want to take an L right at the beginning of the game. It's kind of hard to be motivated about that, right? Unless you're a glutton for punishment. But yeah, so Hegemon, I've tried that. On the Shoulders of Giants, I've never done that one. Yeah, I don't care about archaeology. Tree of Life, I'm not sure if I did that or not. But especially with the food cost, it sounds like AIDS. I gotta admit. Now, the alloy cost reduction does sound pretty appealing. But like, yeah, I guess Tree of Life just didn't really seem that appealing. Galactic Doorstep, I've always thought that this Civic was pointless. I really did. It's like, okay. Ooh, whoop-de-frickin-do. There's a gateway that I can't use on my home system until endgame. Great origin. That's really going to help me get ahead the entire game. What about the rest of the game? Yeah, so that's the problem I have with Galactic Doorstep. It seems like a filler. Doesn't seem like it even belongs there. I mean, it'd be one thing if they'd be like, you can use gateways right in the beginning and wherever you want, except these are the costs for it. I mean, that would be cool, I think. Or like, you know, like if it was like a Void Dweller situation where like you can do it right away, but you know, obviously there are consequences for it, you know. That would be very interesting. Though I do admit, and that's why it shouldn't even be here, because there's really no way of doing this without it being extremely overpowered. Like, this is either going to be useless, or it's going to be fucking S tier. You know what I'm saying? S tier broken. There is no, I don't think they can get an in between here. So why even put it on there? You know what I mean? Unless you want half the community to complain about it, right? So Scion. Yeah, this is the whole Fallen Empire. I don't like Fallen Empires either. You guys are gonna hate me for that one too. Not really. I don't really play with those. Okay. What's my problem with Fallen Empires? All right, I'll come clean. I'll tell you. My problem with Fallen Empires is that they're a big fucking tile blocker. And you know what? I want usable land. I don't need tile blockers on my galaxy map. It's already bad enough the way it is. There, I said it. I mean, I know there's cool things you can do with Fallen Empires and all that stuff. Yeah, maybe sometime I'll look into that, but you know, yeah, it just never had any interest in dealing with that aspect. Well, the decision was basically made for me when after game, when I would spawn in just to find out that I'm locked out because there's some asshole Fallen Empire spawned right next to me. That's getting angry at me because I took systems next to him. I'm like, fuck that. Nope. Shattered Ring. Now, I have played this, and this is actually really, really good if you are a Machine Empire. Because you can do it. You can do Shattered Ring as a Machine Empire. Isn't that amazing? Obviously, half your planets are going to suck, but at least you can get them. Before, I never played Shattered Ranks. It was just like Doomsday or any of those other ones where it's just like, geez, yeah, I'll play this if I want to suffer. You know what I mean? Maybe if I want to suffer. Like, I still have not done a one planet challenge to this day. I understand why people like that. That's never interested in me. That's never interested me. It's just like, dude, you know how much downtime that is? Like, why don't I just, I'll just hit the space bar and then I'll just go eat something. I'll go eat, I'll sit down at the table, I'll talk to my friends for about 2 hours, I'll come back. Okay, I can finally do something now. So remnants, I used remnants a long time. I liked how powerful they were once you unlock them. Post-apocalyptic, I played that recently, and it's actually very, very good with machine empires. It's incredibly good. I really like it. It surprised me when I picked it up how useful it was. Well, there's actually a lot more tomb worlds in the galaxy than people realize, I think. Or that I realized, at least. I can only speak for myself. But after a few years of playing, it was pretty obvious that tomb worlds spawned way more often than you would think they would. And the other reason, actually, no. Post-apocalyptic is very good with Determined Exterminator. The reason is, and I think maybe, Fanatic Purifier can do it too. Any planet that you destroy, it's happening. There's nobody on it. Yeah, you can still use it, right? That's what this Origin does. If you're a Fanatic Purifier or Determined Exterminator, this Origin it's top tier. It's not S tier. I think it's like A tier for. There are better Origins that you can pick for Determined Exterminator, of course, but this is definitely not bad. You definitely are right in picking this. If you're a Empire that has the Armageddon bombardment stance, which is Determined Exterminator and Fanatic Purifiers. Life Seeded. Yeah, that I don't think I ever did this one. This sounded pretty lame. Syncretic Evolution, I don't know. Slavery is something that I rarely do in this game. I have done it, but it's more like a afterthought. It's not like my main focus. I've never really been interested in making it my main focus. Now, and the other part of this too, this would be good if you could combine it with, say, Necrophage. That'd be great. But yeah, I mean, Mechanist was my go-to for a long time when I was first learning the game. Well, it's basically the only other one other than Prosperous Unification that you can fucking understand. So, yeah. Assembly speed, I mean, if you like robots, this is a decent one. I mean, that's why I used it for a long time. I mean, and you got robots right away. That was the other thing. If you were a standard Empire, if you're just playing vanilla, this is pretty good if you like robots. Problem is, it is an Origin, so all the other great robot Origins you are not going to be able to pick if you pick this one. So, yeah. And then Prosperous Unification, that is the quintessential vanilla Origin. So, no question, yeah, obviously I played that one. Everybody's played that one. Let's see. Actually, I'd like to know if someone hasn't. If you really, really, and you're not just trolling, haven't played Prosperous Unification, I want to know the story behind it. There has got to be a story behind it. Maybe you're a console player and you just, or maybe you actually read it and understood it or followed a guide or something and you've just never picked it. So we want to keep the pacifist. But, oh yeah, we do need to pick an Origin. So let's do that. Hmm. Do I want it? Do I want it? Cybernetic Creed was not bad. I made it work, and it was effective. It just wasn't as effective as Synthetic Fertility and Arc Welders. I think the reason I want to play Cybernetic Creed right now is because I can be Machine, or I can do Cybernetic Ascension. Well, the other thing is too is that you can basically play the game right away. With Synthetic Fertility, you kind of have to go through the event chain first and wait for your pops to build before you can start playing the game. But if you do everything right and you make it past early game, you are a fucking powerhouse. It is nuts. Absolutely nuts. But you also lose your humanity too, so... Not have Gestalt consciousness, is not spiritualist. Well, I probably, honestly, as a pacifist, it would be better to be Synthetic Fertility, absolutely, because that would just play right into, you know, being either, you know, materialist or machinist, or I'm sorry, or egalitarian. If I pick Cybernetic Creed, I have to pick spiritualist, and while that has good bonuses for Unity, and I do like that, it's kind of, I don't know, I wouldn't say counter. I just think I would get more tech and a better economy with Synthetic Fertility than I would with Cybernetic Creed. Sorry, guys, I'm being indecisive. I can't really decide. It's kind of a toss-up between these two. That, and the other reason I want to pick Cybernetic Creed, though, is because I don't play it enough. I'd like to play it more. But I haven't played Synthetic Fertility either in a long time. You know what? We'll just go with it. I think I'm okay. Maybe. Yeah, let's see if we can do it. So we could go oligarchy, I think, or, well, we have to go... Oh, we could keep Xenophile, but we're not doing trade, right? I think that was the whole point of pacifists, that we were doing trade. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that. Well, I think honestly... I mean, this is kind of the natural course to take, I think. Cannot use unrestricted wars policy. Well, the thing of it is, too, the Empire size from Pops reduction, it's going to be incredibly helpful. The upkeep bonus, I mean, really, there's an argument for both egalitarian or materialist. Yeah, I just did pacifist technically, but like, yeah, I've never had a successful pacifist game, put it that way. Yeah, we can say that. We can say that. I haven't had a successful pacifist game. I think materialist overall is going to be better for us with this origin. Well, I think with synthetic fertility, the empire size reduction is going to be like putting gasoline on fire, honestly. So I think that's really good. Okay, so you want me to define pacifist? Sorry, God, I hit my mic again, and that hurt. Give me a second. Okay, define pacifist. So here's the rules of my pacifist challenge going on here. Basically, if I only fight defensive wars, basically. If they attack me, I'll attack them, but I can't declare war on, it won't let me, it just won't let me. So I will do whatever it allows me to do, okay? So if it allows me, this isn't like an RP thing. If it allows me to fight them, then I will. If it doesn't, then I won't, right? So I'll just let the game dictate the rules there, basically. It's not like that one video that Ambiguous Amphibian did where he did absolutely nothing and just let them roll over. I'm not going to do that, but I will basically adhere to the constraints of the must use defensive wars only policy. So basically, unless somebody's invading me, I'm not really going to fight them unless, my Federation declares war on them or whatever, like what happened in the last game. So I can't basically on my own declare war proactively on anyone. It's strictly defense. I'm strictly only going to be defending myself, I guess, is kind of the challenge. So anyway, we're gonna wrap this up. So what kind of government do we want? So it doesn't say what kind of government we have to have. So part of me's fucking tempted to just go with my Big Mac staple, which is Imperial. I tell you, Imperial's like the Big Mac to me for government authorities. It's just like, oh, it's so good. Yeah, I know it's not always good for me, but I keep picking it over and over again. Well, I look at this stuff, it's like, okay, I like more resources. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about the leader pool. Let's see. Let's see, there's... Oh, yeah, the Megacorp, but we already discussed I wasn't going to do that this game. Yeah, Criminal, I did think about it, but really, you have the same problems with Criminal. Gestalt, Hostile, other Megacorp, you're basically just as limited, really, by RNG. Honestly, as much as I like Megacorp, I really do like it. And honestly, I thank Megacorp a lot because one of my biggest videos is my Megacorp video. But sadly, I guess the more DLC you have, the harder it is to be Megacorp. It really does seem that way, sadly. But yeah, I don't give a shit about leader size. And then this is one of the only ways to get more influence early game than, other than making a big fuck off fleet, which this helps you do that. Yeah, you get more power projection. I mean, dude. So why not? And you get some more edict funds, and that increases as the Empire's skill increases. Why wouldn't I pick this? As opposed to dictatorial, which, okay, don't care about leader pool size. Ruler experience gain, I mean, I almost never notice anything like that. Whenever I see that bonus, it's like I never feel that bonus. I've never felt that bonus before. Anytime I've ever had it. And the other reason I like Imperial and I hate the others, I would say hate. Hate's kind of strong. Now, the Edict Fund with the Dictatorial is nice. I guess Papa Many's uses, but I'm not going to notice that either. So Dictatorial is okay, but the big problem I have, the most annoying thing, you know what I'm going to say about these two, is the elections. They are annoying as hell, let me tell you. And I don't know why Paradox does it this way, but if it picks your scientist as your leader, that scientist can no longer pilot a ship. It's retarded. Yeah, I use that word. It irritates me that much. It is ridiculous. Why? And so what often happens when I pick these government types, I'll go into a game, I'll get my scientists, and scientists are already limited as it is. I'll go out and start trying to grab everything, and then an election will happen, and I'll lose one of my scientists, and I won't be able to make another one. So I just lost one of my science ships permanently until that person either steps down, but then they usually pick another one. Yeah, they like to pick my scientists. It's really stupid. So that's a problem I have with democratic and oligarchic. I mean, and then you look at democratic, faction approval, ooh, whoop-de-doo. Leader pool size, ooh, whoop-de-doo. Resets government reform and policy cooldowns when a new ruler is elected. That could be good or bad. Faction resource output, +2, whoop-de-doo, and Edict Fund 5, but everyone has that. So, yeah. I mean, if I had to do a tier list on these authorities, I'd put that at the bottom, honestly. The only reason Democratic is good is for the things that it allows you to do. Because there are certain civics and play styles that picking Democratic is required. Yeah, I mean, having an immoral leader cuts a lot of bullshit out. It really does. Now, oligarch is like Democratic as far as how bad it is, except it's got better bonuses. And it's every 20 years, not every 10. So you're only tearing your hair out once every 20 years. But that could backfire too, because the first 20 years you have a scientist, and then the next 20 years you don't. So it's just, yeah. I mean, what do you do here? Now, effective counselor skill could be really good. Okay, I'm not arguing that. Experience gain, okay. Probably won't feel it though. You probably won't feel the skill either. That's actually the problem I have with leaders, guys. I'll tell you the problem I have with leaders. Not always. Obviously, for example, you have an official on your energy credit planet, or your generator world, your big one, your best one. It's generating maybe, let's say, 400 energy credits a month. Huge, right? Well developed. You put an official on there, and suddenly you can pick the energy credit trait. Yeah, that's legit. Yeah, picking that is definitely going to make a difference. You're definitely going to feel that. Your energy credit gain is going to go through the roof. Maybe not through the roof, but it will definitely be noticeable. You're talking at least 100 credits or more improvement, right? That's significant. So I'm not denying that. You could definitely do things like that with leaders. Absolutely. There is some broken shit you can do with leaders. However, most of the time, and most of the traits that they have for these leaders are mediocre at best and almost unnoticeable to me. I almost don't even feel them. Most of the ones. You know, I wouldn't have been able to tell the difference whether they had it or not. Not always. Some, like I said, there's exceptions. And, you know, and really also, you know, they are also good if you want to min-max. But see, that's also the problem. There's a lot of things in this game that it seems like the only reason they're there is so you can min-max, just for its own sake. Not because it's actually more fun or more effective, really. It's just so you can say, oh, I'm the best, right? Or whatever. I know I'm talking a lot of shit here. I'm talking mad shit. Maybe I should shut up. You know, maybe I should. Look, I don't want to lose you guys, but I'm just being honest here. Like, min-maxing is not the end-all be-all in video games. It's not. You know, it's basically what you do when everything else is finished. You know? And, I mean, yeah, there is some things that you absolutely do need to min-max on, of course. You know, like, basically, so I'm in World of Warcraft, and I'm in a high-powered raiding guild, which has applied to me. You know, yeah, I'm going to want every single little bonus that I can possibly do. I'm going to want to get the best weapons, the best gear, with the best stats on them. Yeah, I am going to go to that place out of the way in the middle of nowhere, and I'm going to get that little trinket or whatever it is to upgrade and do all that bullshit all day to upgrade 1% damage on my weapon. Because, you know, looks matter in World of Warcraft, and my buddies in my group will judge me if I don't have that. It's that simple. But you got to ask yourself, does that really help I mean, I guess it does help my number. But for one, I could outskill that discrepancy, right? That's the other thing. You know, I could outskill that. I could, you know, I have options. But really, does it really take any longer to down the boss? Some would say yes. And I have seen examples of where that occasionally is true. But most of the time, I guarantee you most of the time, most of the little tiny buffs and bonuses I've ever fought for in my gaming career, I didn't even notice after that. It didn't really seem like my character changed or did anything different or gave me any more fun or enjoyment. In fact, there were some times even where I was like, why did I do this again? You know, like, I guess EPing, right? I guess my ego is why I did it. Yeah. I mean, now there's the feat too. I mean, like I said, really, it's I think min-maxing is more emotional than people think it is. It's kind of like, you know, if you've watched my videos, it's pretty obvious that I go for what works. I don't care if it looks good on paper or not. I don't. I mean, yeah, and I suck at math, and you know, you can jeer at me and give me shit about that. It's happened before, you know. I've made videos and guys basically, you know, I've had get good posts on my channel before. You know, sure, fine. I mean, whatever. Don't really care. I mean, the fact remains, like, at the end of the day, does it really make a difference? I mean, you know, you grind hours and hours for like 1% improvement. I don't really think that's worth it to me, you know? Now, like I said, see, really, okay, you want to know what it is? All right. The only time I think min-maxing should be practiced, unless you actually enjoy it, is in a competition setting. That is where it matters. In a competitive setting, if you're in a competitive setting, yes, min-maxing absolutely does matter. You need that 1 extra % over the next guy who's trying to get it. Absolutely, because you're competing, right? You want to be an absolute perfect best that you can possibly be, because you're trying to be the best. That's the thing, right? You're trying to be the best at what you do. But if you're not competing with other people, if you are not trying to like be the best, like for example, if you're in Stellaris, if you're not doing PvP on a regular basis, you're not going to tournaments and stuff, min-maxing doesn't fucking matter. It really doesn't. People are going to fight me on this, I know. But like, yeah, dude, I'm coming clean, guys. That's how I feel about min-maxing. You really want to know how I feel. But so what kind of civics are we going to get? This is taking forever. I'm sorry, guys. I'm talking too much. But it is a show, right? It is a show. And I've got more viewers now than I did before, so maybe I should just keep talking. So let's see what we got to work with here. So we're synthetic fertility. Now, I'll tell you a civic I haven't played with, and that's a Agrarian Idol. I've heard mixed reviews about this. I've heard some people are like, oh, it's really fun, and other people are like, oh, it's lame. I think people hate farmers. I think that's what's going on here. Every 4 agriculture districts grants 1 building slot. That doesn't seem very powerful. Farmers also produce too many. Now, this might actually be really good with void dwellers if it allows you to do that. I'd have to check real quick, but I'm not going to. Well, let me see what it says. Oh, nope, it doesn't lay out void dwellers. Well, fuck that then. This thing sucks. I mean, because that would really help void dwellers for sure. Because one of the problems, that's another problem with void dwellers. How are you going to get food? So, well, the way you get food with void dwellers is you basically make one of your habitats a, regular city habitat, but designation, but then you make it a farming designation, and then you just build city districts, and they replace your clerks with farmers. The problem with that is that they don't produce amenities. So now you can do a hall theater, but one, that's one of your precious building slots that could be taken up by a hydroponic station. So that's the first problem. And the second one is it is not, it just doesn't seem to work out every time I've tried it. I would build the hall theater and I would still have problems. I don't know why. Like I said, I'm not a numbers guy. I'm not. Let's see. So aristocratic elite. So I would love to know what this actually fucking does. Because it doesn't, as far as I know, it doesn't tell you what the hell the noble estates do, or what the noble chateaus do, or any of that stuff. Or nobles, or what nobles do. Now, back when I was a noob, I did, I did Byzantine bureaucracy. I mean, it doesn't look terrible on paper. It's just there's usually better things to pick. That's kind of the case there. Corvée system. I mean, worker pop resource output. That's significant. Pop resettlement doesn't matter. Doesn't make a difference at all. I mean, yeah. Well, this is what annoys me about food, and I can see why Montu hates on farmers so much and food, because food really is probably the worst of all the resources as far as like how useful it is. It's really bad because it's basically, there is nothing else you can do with it. Like every other resource has its like purpose and can really make your empire a lot more powerful. Having lots of food, other than selling it, doesn't really make my empire any more powerful. You know, it doesn't. It does nothing. But let's say I had a lot of energy credits. Absolutely, that does something. Having a lot of minerals does something. Having a lot of consumer goods, a lot of alloys does something. For sure. Definitely can kick a lot of ass with that. Maybe not the consumer goods so much, but a high consumer good gain. I mean, just start making research labs. That's what I would do. I'd just start pumping out the research labs. If I was in that situation, I'd just be like plop, 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 plop. So yeah, but food, there's nothing to do with all the extra food. There's nothing to do with extra food gain. But here's the worst part about it is, if you neglect it, it fucks you. So it's kind of one of those, it's like the oxygen of Stellaris, right? I don't know if you played any space games where you need oxygen. You know, it's just a like oxygen or water, you know. It doesn't really help you, but if you don't have it, you're dead. That's kind of how food works in this game. Let's see. Well, the reason you're dead is because, well, I could just buy the food. Well, that's the other thing about food is that it's really cheap when you sell it, but try buying it for a while. It's not fun. Please. I know. Learn from my suffering. Okay, so cutthroat politics. No. It's just bad. Diplomatic Corps. Now, this one can be good. Obviously, it's got some decent bonuses. If you just want to make friends and do actually pretty much what we did last game, this would have been pretty good for last game. So I might consider this, but we'll get back to that later. It's not bad though. Efficient bureaucracy. You know what I'm gonna do, guys? Fuck this, Matt. You know what? Let's make it an event. Maybe either tomorrow or the next couple days. I'll let you guys know. In fact, I'll warn you ahead of time. I'm gonna do a Stellaris special. I'm gonna do a stream tier list for the origins and the civics and just every fucking thing, like every aspect of build that you can select. How's that sound? Would you guys be excited about that? I mean, I'm excited about it, just thinking about it. I think it's time, guys. I think it's time. I mean, that's already kind of what this is turning into, but I'm not really just I'm not putting them into tiers or anything. But I think we should make this, I think we should do it. Yeah, you guys want me to do that? I'll do it. Either tomorrow or the next couple of days. I'll give you a heads up. It might be only a couple hours heads up, but yeah, just so look for that post, guys. Look for that post. If you're watching right now, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do something fun for once. I think it'll be fun. Yeah, we'll do a tier list stream. That's what we'll do. We'll do a tier list stream. I'm just gonna rate everything you could pick out of a build that I know about. Now, here's a qualification. I have to have played it or know enough about it to make a decision on it. And if I don't, I will tell you. Okay? Basically, everything in purple, I'm going to say that about. I'm like, sorry, I don't know enough about this. Or I haven't played it. Sorry, I haven't played it. Okay? But everything that I work with currently, I'll organize it. That's cool. All right. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm glad I came up with this idea. I'm glad. Yeah, you guys are here egging me on. So, I mean, so feudal society doesn't really. Well, there's some issues with this. There are some good things about this, but there's some bad things too. Yeah, there's there's some bad things about this, but I used to use it in the past. Subjugation acceptance is nice. And exempt from divided patronage, but there was some other reason why it was really bad that I didn't like it. I think it was just because you couldn't I guess there were things that you couldn't pick that I wanted to pick that I couldn't. It might be the limited diplomacy thing. Let's see, functional architecture. This is kind of like, honestly, functional architecture is like the victim of, like, it's not even mediocre. It's really good. It's just everything else that's really good is better. You know what I mean? Everything else that you could pick is better. It's not that it's bad. I love more building slots. I love planetary build speed. I love building district costs, but there's just more powerful stuff to pick, Usually. This is actually honestly, functional architecture is a great third civic. It really is. It really is. I think that's really why they put it in here. This makes a great third civic. It really does, especially for like void dwellers, for example. Amazing, So Genesis guides, I haven't fucked with this that much. So we got colony ships, the Genesis arc. What does that even do? Planets colonized the Genesis arc. So they put pre-sapients on there. So you could uplift them, I guess. I mean, that sounds like it might be cool in the right context. It sounds kind of niche, kind of good niche in a good way. Genesis Preserve gains unity from uplifting. Okay, yeah. So this is kind of the uplift civic. So if you like uplifting species and think that shit's cool, which I can respect that. Yeah, this is definitely for you. If you like the whole uplifting concept, it's kind of why I like synthetic fertility. I'm actually a huge fan of biotransference. And actually, somebody on my channel has been begging me to do the Necrons. And I have considered possibly, if I were to make a Necron Empire or try, it's gonna be really difficult, guys, for me to do that. But it would have to be synthetic fertility. There'd be no way around it. I would have to make it work with that. That's the other reason I don't. I'm having a tough time with the idea of Necrons. Believe me. Well, no, not necromancy. I'm talking about Necrons from Warhammer 40k. They are not necromancers. It's not necrophage. I know Necroids sounds like Necrons. It's not. They couldn't be more different. Necrons are actually a machine empire that started out as a biological empire, very similar to synthetic. In fact, it was exactly synthetic fertility on some levels, but it was more esoteric and more soul spiritual based. Like their souls, like they did the whole biotransference thing. So I'm talking about Necrons in 40k. Somebody wanted me to do that next, and I'm just like, that's going to be really difficult to do. I guess I could make the Necron tier and then rename them the Necrons during the playthrough after everyone's converted to machine. After, yeah, but anyway, it's a race in Warhammer 40k. So Genesis guides, I don't really feel like uplifting. Terraforming costs minus 25%. And speed, that's significant. Not build colony ships, but we get the Genesis arc. Okay. Now, can you get uplift species right away? That's a problem. It doesn't look like you can. So that might actually not be good for that reason. So Heroic Past. Heroic Past is kind of like functional architecture where it's just straight good. There's nothing bad about it. It's just there is better stuff out there. There's better first picks. So this is probably another great third civic, especially mid game, I think, where the one commander, one extra would make a difference. So Masterful Crafters. I have every once in a while considered doing this. Though it's just kind of like Agrarian Idol. It's just not powerful. It's really not. Pull one building slot. I'm not even going to feel that. But you know, the two trade value with the consumer goods sounds very tempting, especially if you did pair it with Megacorp or the Megacorp equivalent of that. Memorialists. I don't get this. This is another one I don't get. So Sanctuary of Repose by Death Cult Chronicle job or Death Chronicle jobs. So government ethics attraction, that's a useless stat, I think. Still a lot of people that argue with me on that, but to me it's a useless stat. Tomb Worlds and Relic Worlds. Okay. So what if you don't have those? Turn consumer goods into Unity. Okay. Stability. Okay. Not bad. Inherent ethics-based modifiers by cultural workers. So wait, why is this a civic again? I don't see anything on here that does anything. Help me out, guys. Do you use Memorialist? I don't. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I don't get it. Yeah, I don't get why that's a thing. Let's see, merchant guilds. So merchant guilds is pretty straightforward, I think. More merchant jobs, just more trade. It's just good trade stuff, you know. Trade from traders. It's an empire skill. That I mean, that's it's legit. This definitely could be a third civic option for a trade build or a second one or a second pick. Let's see. Mining guilds. So mining guilds, just straight up goodness, just not as good as some of the other things you can pick. Though, however, it can be pretty strong niche wise. If you've got a build that's already weak with minerals. Well, like for example, and it is stronger in some builds than others. Like for example, if you are a Gestalt consciousness, if you're a hive mind, mining guilds actually could be pretty good if it allows if that there's an equivalent of that, which I think there is. Because minerals are actually really good for hive. It's one of the most important. It's actually the most important resource because the research labs require it, and obviously the alloys still require it. So, yeah, I mean, you want to bank hard on minerals when you're playing hive mind. Watch my video, but let's see. So Philosopher King, I actually picked this for my Space Marine play. My Imperium Man build guide. And this fit thematically, but also the Counselor Ruler skill. That's just tough. That's super powerful. Pleasure Seekers. This is all about happiness and whatnot. Servants produce amenities. It's just straight happiness bonuses. Happiness isn't really, it can destroy your empire, has a potential, but usually happiness is pretty manageable. Happiness is like one of those background stats. That's like, it's only a problem when it's a problem. You know what I mean? And it's not really going to make your empire super powerful. You know what I mean? Let's see. So police state, the best part about enforcers is not having any. that's my, I think they're kind of like having farmer jobs. Like, I'd rather not have them at all and be able to get away with that. That's what I should be shooting for, not more of them. I think they're kind of a waste, to be honest. I think enforcers are kind of a waste of job space. I mean, basically, you only need enforcers when there's something wrong with your planet, like with the way you're managing the planet. Unless, like, either you got a criminal syndicate on your back that you're dealing with, or you neglected the stability, you neglected something, or you got some asshole that that's the only time that, like, yeah, I mean, police state, honestly, I could see myself picking up police state if I had a criminal syndicate that I could not take care of, preemptively breathing down my neck and just causing havoc. Then yeah, I might pick that maybe. But that would be a huge L if I did, because that is such a waste of a Civic. I'm sorry. There's so many better things to pick, especially this one right here. Yeah, this is just more straight goodness. I mean, who doesn't want research alternatives, especially in the beginning of the game, dude? This is a great rush option. It really is. This is a great tech rush option. I think plus the researchers upkeep, bonuses, and politician jobs with science directors. So you get more science with that too. So honestly, I have half the mind to pick that as our first Civic. I mean, there's not really much else here. Well, I noticed that some things disappeared when we took. No, technocracy's seems pretty legit. Vaults of Knowledge. So Vaults of Knowledge, like I said, if you're banking on leaders, like if you got Underrun Rule, then I could see Vaults of Knowledge doing very well. Any kind of strategy involving leaders, Vaults of Knowledge might be very beneficial. So we need one more Civic. A lot of these on here suck. But I think Diplomatic Corps probably what we're going to have to do. I mean, we're fanatic pacifists. Right? We're making love, not war. So this is how we do it. I mean, if you're going to do that, then you need a lot of envoys. You need high diplomatic weight. You need trust. You got to improve relations super fast, which is actually, I think, the best bonus about this. You get this, and you stack up some envoys on some angry motherfucker, and he's going to be your friend in no time. I will make you love me, dude. That's what this says. Give me a big hug. That's this is the hug Civic, right? Yeah, for those 40K fans, this is the Vulcan Civic. It really is. we're honestly, I could call myself the Salamanders. Actually, that does remind me, we do need to change the name. Okay, so we're gonna change the name, guys. Wow, we're doing some serious overtime here. I'm having fun, guys. I'm enjoying hanging out with you all. Really having a good time here. Okay, so like we did before, we're either picking the nice guys or the salamanders. Now we can't do LLC because we're not doing Megacorp anymore. Let's see. Nice guys unite. There we go. So and then there's objective. Nice. There we go. So that takes care of that. And it looks like we picked our stuff. I mean, nothing super special. Oh, United? Okay, let's see if we can change. Now I have to redo my trade. That's super. Nice guys united. There we go. That'll work. Union, very anti-Megacorp. Yeah, I'm not Megacorp anymore though, so I switched off. Let's see, so we've got to get rid of the Void Dwellers. Great. There. I did not. So we got pathogenic genes. Let's see. Oh my God. I so have an origin story for this empire, but I cannot share it because if I were to share it, I would so get demonetized right now. I'm telling you guys. Oh my God. I have such a wonderful backstory for these guys, for this empire. Oh, okay. So synthetic fertility, nice guys. I'll just let you fill in the blank there. Come to your own conclusions there. What the backstory for that could be. But anyway, all right. This is another instance of walk backwards very slowly. Walk backwards very slowly and walk away, you know? All right, so slow learner, solitary. I mean, what else are we going to pick here? We'll just pick ingenious. It's not a big. Well, actually, nah, intelligent because we're banking hard on research. We are with the whole synthetic fertility thing. I think we're good, guys. I do. I think we're good. I mean, ruler traits. I mean, charisma's fine. Not really. I don't see any real reason to change that. I really don't. Nah. I think we're good. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and save that. And we will go ahead and start a new game tomorrow. Guys, this was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the stream. Thanks for being a part of it. And yeah, look for that post, guys. Now, I don't know when I'm going to come out with a post. I might come out with it a couple hours prior, but I will try to remember to make a post and give you guys some time to get ready to hop on. You know, and kind of semi-schedule it, but not really. No. It might be, so just be on the lookout for that post. It's going to happen either tomorrow, you know, next stream or the day after. Just, you know, as always, it depends on how I feel, depends on what's going on. But, you know, I'm going to have to figure some things out. Like, for one, I'm going to have to, oops, don't want to do that. I'm going to have to figure out how the hell. Okay, so you want to know why I haven't done a tier list already? I'll tell you why. So I go online and I search tier list maker. What comes up? All these paywalls. Really? No, I do not want to fucking subscribe to you to use this. Just let me fucking use it. It's a fucking tier list. You kidding me? Yeah, what's the world coming to, guys? World is going nuts. Shit is nuts, man. But yeah, so I didn't want to do that. So yeah, I didn't want to get scammed out of my money just so I could make a video with that screen that everybody sees. Yeah, like, yeah, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to get around that. You know what, guys? I might just do my own little thing. You know, I might just, I don't know, paint or whatever. I mean, if anybody knows how the hell to do that, please let me know. I would love to know. I mean, I guess there's some YouTube videos I could watch about it, I'm sure. In fact, I probably am going to do that after this. I'm just going to crack open do a YouTube search and be like, how the hell do you do this? But then I think I did, and the videos came up and said, you need to go to this website. And then the website hit me with a paywall, right? Oh, it was really silly. Like, they wanted me to, like, sign up for Facebook and all this other stuff. I'm just like, no, just let me use it. I mean, why are you trying to monetize a black screen with 5 boxes in it with different colors? Wow, the world's gone crazy, dude. Like seriously, the world's gone crazy. Just wow. So yeah, I got to figure it out, guys. We'll figure something out. Anyway, you guys have a good one. Yeah, I'm not going to do a spiel. You guys have a good one. If you like my stuff, you know what to do. Take care.